My name is Michael Toro, and I am a brand warrior for Warrior Addict. And I am super stoked to bring you guys another Yoga for Sports class. This is Yoga for Swimmers, the full 60-minute version. So we have a 50-minute, a 40-minute, and this is the full 60-minute version where we have an opportunity to really play with a lot of the key areas that we need to work on as swimmers. So that we can get into the chest as well as into the shoulders, the quads, the hip flexors, the hamstrings. We'll bring a lot of flexibility, mobility, strength to all of these areas in various ways. As well as we'll hone in on the core, doing a lot of bilateral movements to really create a lot of stability through rotation, which swimmers definitely need. I was really inspired by this class by Ross Edgley. If you guys don't know who Ross is, he's an amazing athlete adventurer who just swam around all of Great Britain. It took him 157 days. This guy is a beast. So I wanted to bring a practice that he could do, that a competitive swimmer could do, that a leisure swimmer could do. This practice is really for anybody. So I hope you guys enjoy. Before you begin, make sure that you have a towel. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just a towel or a yoga strap if you have it. And let's get it on. So just come to a kneeling position. Let your hands rest on your upper thighs. Lengthen your tailbone down as you lengthen the crown of your head up. Allow your shoulders to be soft as well as your eyes. Just take a moment here to breathe. So important as a swimmer to have a strong control of your breath, strong awareness of the breath. If you're not able to properly oxygenate the cells, then you're not going to be a peak performance swimmer. So just really focus here on your inhale and your exhale. See how smooth you can break the breath. How much you can lengthen out the inhale and the exhale. In your next inhale, breathe all the way up to your collarbones and then hold the breath at the top. And then exhale out your mouth. Again, inhale all the way up to your collarbones, hold the breath up here. And exhale out your mouth. Again, inhale in. And exhale out. Come back to your rhythmic breath. Keep your hands on your upper thighs. On your next inhale, begin to peel your shoulders back as you press your chest upwards. Look upwards. As you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest as you round through your upper back. Your next inhale, peel your chest open, and then exhale, curl in. So just take a few here on your own. They begin to mobilize into the spine, get all the fluid in our spine circulating. Back to your stillness. Take your right hand to the outer edge of your left thigh, left hand behind you. On an inhale, press into your shins to find length of your spine. And as you exhale, press your right hand into your outer left thigh as you twist around the midsection. Deep inhale. As you exhale, release. Take your left hand to your outer right thigh, right hand behind. On inhale, find your length, and as you exhale, twist. More deep inhale. And exhale, come back. Take your right hand down towards the right side of the mat. Left hand reaches up and over, so you can soften your right shoulder down so you don't scrunch up towards your ear there. So really lengthen up and then over towards the right side with that left arm. Another deep inhale. And as you exhale, left arm comes down, right arm reaches up and over towards the left. Next, inhale, come back. Come to an all fours position. Maybe pat out the top of your feet. Little drum roll. In all fours, make sure that your shoulders are stacked underneath your hands, knees underneath hips. Find a firm press of the ground away with those hands. So much so that you can squeeze the forearms together. And as you take this action of squeezing the forearms together, feel as your triceps want to rotate back. Allow this action to happen. The biceps will face forward. Squeeze and draw your heart up into your chest as you dome through your upper back. Begin to squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. As you do so, feel your low belly lift up. So we're just trying to find a really engaged all fours position here. And this will translate to our plank pose, down dog, different poses that we'll find throughout this practice. On your inhale, take your bum back towards your heels. Begin to gaze up. As you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest as you round up towards the left. Then circle back down as you gaze up. Then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest as you round up. So it's taking big old circles here. Combining as well a little bit of our spinal flexion and extension. If you know what cat-cow is, if you've done yoga before, we're also combining that cat-cow in here. Let's come back to stillness in your all fours position, and then just take those circles the other way. So allow yourself here to move into the wrist joints a little bit. Give them some love as we'll be in our hands a little bit. And come back to your stillness, your engaged all fours position. On your inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Point your right toes to face towards the right side of the mat. Heel points towards the center. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, right knee, right tricep, squeeze it in. Inhale, back. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze. Hold your knee to your tricep. And then extend your right leg out parallel beside you. See if you can bring your right toes in line with your left knee. And just begin to rock back and forth here. See if you can really press into the outer edge of that right foot here. Rock. Come back to stillness. Press into that outer edge of the foot to lift yourself up, kind of to like a T position here. On an inhale, reach your right arm forward and then down to your outer right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. A little bit of a side bend action here. Deep breath. As you exhale, left arm comes down to the ground. Float that right leg up. Reach your left arm up above. Deep inhale, find length through arm and leg. As you exhale, connect knee to elbow. Squeeze it in. Then inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze. Then extend out. Ground that right foot back down. Come back up to that T position. Hands come back to the ground. Lift your right leg back and up, and then cross your right leg behind the left. Crawl your hands towards the left side of the mat. Press your hands into the mat. Press forward as you press into your back toes and draw the heel backwards. And then take your breath. Breathe space into that whole right side body. See if the breath can really massage your ribs here. Open into that muscle flesh. Curl your hands back to center. Lift your right leg back and up to an all-fours position. Find that engagement first, and then left leg goes back. Point your toes towards the left side of the mat. Heel points in. Deep inhale here. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze in. Hold here for a moment. Connect knee to tricep. And then extend that left leg out to the side. Again, just take a little pulse here. Just front and back. Let's make sure to ground into the outer edge of that left pinky toe. And come back to stillness. Rise up to your T position. Reach that left arm forward and then down to the outer edge of that left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Find that length upwards first, so press firm into that right knee. Almost rocket ship your spine up and then over to the side. Deep breath. As you exhale, right arm comes down to the ground. Left arm, or left leg rather, floats up. On your inhale, reach your leg and your left arm long. And as you exhale, connect knee to elbow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze in, hold here for a moment. And then extend that left leg back, come up to your T position. Plant your hands down to the ground. Lift your left leg back and up, and then cross left leg behind the right. Crawl your hands towards the upper right corner of the mat this time. Get really loungy, almost like you're a cat here. Really active cat stretch. So press again into the palms of the hands. Draw the fingers forward. As you press into your back toes, draw the heel back. So you're finding length through the whole side body, whole left side body here. Deep breath. On your next inhale, crawl the hands back to center. Lift that left leg back and up, down to the all fours position. Come back to your engaged all fours. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips back and up. Find your down dog position. So in down dog, this is a really beneficial pose for swimmers. It's working into your shoulder strength as well as into the mobility and flexibility here, as well as lengthening into the back of the hamstrings. So many benefits in this pose. So really press firm away with the hands. Again, magnetize your forearms here. Wrap the triceps back. As you do that, feel your upper back spread. Begin to hug your inner thighs towards each other. Almost spin them a little bit towards each other. As you do, feel your backside begin to widen. Your next inhale, begin to walk slowly towards the top of your mat. On an inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold it down. Inhale, lengthen your tailbone down, reach the arms up above. Exhale, hands come beside you. Grab your towel Make sure that it's wrapped around so that you can get a nice grip around the towel. We're gonna come into a beautiful shoulder mobility exercise here. So take your hands on the towel. The wider you go, the easier it is if you have less mobility in your shoulders. The closer in, the more mobility you have in your shoulders. So I'm going to take about a medium type of width here. Just begin to draw the towel behind you and forward. So you might find that you're not going all the way down, taking the towel to your bum. You might just be there. So just take it to your range of motion. That might be your range of motion right there. Just little. But gradually begin to open up more and more. We can take the towel all the way to the front and all the way to the back. So really beginning to open up into the shoulders here. Create a lot more shoulder mobility. It's one of my favorite exercises here to really floss the shoulders. Begin to take circles with the towel. So right arm kind of goes up and over towards the side, left arm goes back, and the left arm comes up the back side and then over. So it's hard to explain this one. You more just have to watch it and then just try it on your own. So it's like taking big old circles, just one way. Ooh. Just enjoy your shoulders just opening up in layers here. And then take those circles the other way. Amazing. Come back up. This time, draw the towel behind you just to about midway. Really press the soles of your feet into the mat. Lift up through your arches, rocket ship your spine up. And begin to spin the wheels of your heart open. Get a little back bend here. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, draw the towel up, overhead, and then in front about halfway. You tuck your chin to your chest, round through your upper back. So let's make this fluid. Inhale draws you back, find that back bend. And then exhale forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take a few more here on your own. Oh, and then release. Take your blanket, toss it off to the side. Come back to stand up at the top of your mat here. On an inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, deep bow down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, right leg goes back, lower your back knee down. Inhale, arms reach up high, find a low lunge. Exhale, hands sweep down. Inhale to step back to a plank position. Exhale to lower all the way down to your chest. So you can go down through the knees if you need to. Extend your legs out long. Press into the top of your feet and your frontal hip points. On an inhale, rise up to a little back bend. Draw the shoulders down and back. Deep inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Hop back up to your plank. And send your sit bones high, down dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot between your hands. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands come down. Press off your back foot. Join your feet together and fold top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands down through center. Inhale, again, arms reach up high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, left leg goes back. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Inhale to step back to your plank. Exhale to lower all the way down to the ground. On an inhale, rise up, press into your hands, rise to a back bend. As you exhale, flow back to a down dog position. Inhale, left leg reaches up high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot beside your left thumb. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands sweep down. Press off your back foot. Join your feet together and fold top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands through center. Press into your left foot. Draw your right leg up. Clasp your hands around your right leg and give yourself a little squeeze here. If you want to, you can take your peace fingers, wrap them around your right big toe. And begin to press the right foot out. So you do so you can draw that right shoulder in to keep your shoulders level. Just try to extend and press the sole of the foot forward as much as you can. Lift your toes up. Breathe here. One more deep inhale. On your exhale, release right hand from foot. Draw your right leg behind you. Take your hand to the top of the foot. Join your knees together and come into a quad stretch. If you can, take both hands to the top of the foot. Really press your foot into your hands as you press your hips forward, and then draw the your shoulder heads back into a nice little quad stretch here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, release hand from foot. Slowly, almost like matrix style, bend into that left leg and slowly lower that right leg behind. Lower down, come into that low lunge position. Arms reach up high. Clasp left hand around right wrist. Then reach up and over towards the left. A little bit of a side bend into our low lunge here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. On your inhale, rise up. Release from the clasp. Take your hands down to the ground. Shift your hips back so your bum hovers above your right heel. Straighten your front leg. On your inhale, find length through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, drag your left heel back as you fold. Little half splits here. On your inhale, lift up halfway. You're going to crawl your hands to the outer side of that left foot. And again, begin to continue to drag back that left heel. And then press into your fingers and draw them forward. Take your breath into the outer side of that left hip. So onto the underside of the left leg here into the hamstrings. On your next inhale, roll the hands back. Bend back into your left knee. Take your hands up to your left thigh. Press your hands into the top of the thigh as you find length through the spine. Stay here, or you have the option for a little bit of a quad stretch. So bend into the back right leg. Take your hand to the top of your foot. Press your hand into the foot. Find a little quad love. You also have the option too, you could place the palm onto your toes. Spin your fingers to face forward. Elbow points back as you come into a little bit of a deeper variation. Combines a little bit of shoulder mobility. Breathe there. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, release. Take your hands to the ground, step back to a plank position. Lower your knees down for a moment. Take your arms out wide, so off of your mat here. Stay on your knees or come to a plank position. We're going to take 5 wide push-ups here. So an inhale fills you up and exhale lowers you down. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. And then after you've done your last one, lower all the way down onto your belly. Keep the hands out wide, spider them, straighten your back legs. Press to your frontal hip points and rise up to your cobra. Deep inhale. And exhale. Fold back down. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Rise back up through a plank. And then bend your knees. Send your hips high. Down dog. Whew. Deep breaths here. Inhale, right leg reaches up high. Exhale, right knee draws to center. Place your foot beside your right thumb. Keep your hands to the ground. Back knee is lifted. Press your chest forward as you spread through your collarbones here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips back so you straighten your front leg. Lift your toes up. And drag your right heel back, your left hip forward into a bit of a pyramid pose. Breathe here. Your next inhale, bend back into your right leg, plant the sole of the foot, gaze forward back to a runner's lunge, and then as you exhale, shift back to a pyramid. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, back, runner's lunge. Pop off your back foot, join your feet together and fold atop the mat. Inhale, lengthen the tailbone down, reach the arms up above, and exhale, hands down through center. Place your weight into your right foot this time. Lift the left leg up into your single leg balance. Just really hug that left knee in. Give it some love. If you want to, you can take those peace fingers, wrap them around the left foot, or left big toe rather, and then press your left foot forward as you draw the left shoulder back. You need to try to lift your left toes up a little bit more. Breathe here. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, release. Draw your left foot behind, left hand to the top of the foot. Draw your knees in line with each other into a quad stretch. You can take your right hand onto the top of the foot too. Really press the top of the foot into your hands and resist back with your hands. So you press your frontal hip points forward and then draw your shoulder heads back. Deep breath. Deep inhale. As you exhale, release hand from foot. Bend back into your right leg. Slowly, uber slow, lower that left foot down behind you. Lower your left knee slowly. Reach your arms up above. Clasp your right hand around your left wrist. And press into your back knee to find that length upwards. So reach upwards first and then side bend over towards the right. Deep breath. Next inhale, release from the clasp. Hands come down to the ground. Shift your hips back as you straighten that front leg into your half splits position. On an inhale, lengthen your chin towards your toes. And as you exhale, drag back that right heel as you fold over top of that right leg into your hamstring stretch. Your next inhale, lift up halfway. Take your hands on the side of the right leg. On an inhale, find the length, and then as you exhale, draw the right hip back. Left hip, left frontal hip goes forward as you fold. More deep inhale. And exhale. Call your hands back to center. Bend back into your left leg. Take your hands to your upper right thigh. Just hang out here so you can continue to press your hands into that upper thigh. Again, find that length upwards in the spine. You also have the option to bend into the back left leg, left hand to the top of the foot for a little quad stretch here. And also, again, if you want, spin the palm on the palms so the fingers face forward, elbow points back, and breathe. You see if you can take the breath into the muscles that are being worked here. On every exhale, just breathe out tension. Exhale, release. Take your hands down to the ground, step back to a plank, lower both knees down. Take your hands really narrow this time. So almost make like a diamond shape with the hands. Fingers, thumbs, and first fingers touch. And then stay on your knees or come to a plank. We're going to take 5 narrow push-ups here. So deep inhale to fill up. Exhale to lower you down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you're done, come all the way down onto your belly. Take your hands out to the side underneath your shoulders. On inhale, press into your hands, press into the top of your feet. See if you can hover the knees into an up dog position. If this doesn't feel good, keep the knees grounded. And then shift your hips back, come to a down dog position. Inhale, left leg reaches up high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot between your hands. Fingers stay to the ground. Really spread through the collarbones. Press your chest forward. As you exhale, shift your hips back as you fold over that straight front leg. So you can lift those left toes up. Get a little bit more fire underneath that hamstring. Drag your left heel back, your right hip forward. Breathe into the underside of the leg here. Your next inhale, bend back to the left leg, plant the sole of your foot. Runner's lunge. And as you exhale, shift back. Pyramid. Inhale, forward, and exhale back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, forward. Stay here in your runner's remote. Pop off your back foot, join both feet together in front of the mat, and fold. Inhale, tailbone lengthens down, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands down through center. Your feet about hip width apart. Bend into the knees. Reach your arms up above. As you bend into those knees, come to a chair position. So in your chair, see if you can take out a little bit of the natural curvature in your spine here. As you tuck your tailbone and then you draw your navel up towards your spine. So don't take it out completely. Don't completely tuck under like this. Just find a midway so you can feel that engaged core here. Your inhale, reach a little bit longer with your hands. As you exhale, hands draw the side and to the side. So a little bit of a wave motion here. It's almost like a reverse type of breaststroke, almost. Not quite, don't quote me on that one. And then we're going to take more of a breaststroke action, so bring the hands through center first, and then to the side. So through center with power, and then to the side. More deep breaths. And take your hands behind, interlace your fingers, and fold forward. Draw your hands up overhead. As you draw your nose towards your knees, so you can create a little bit of a hollow at your low belly. This will just help to send your sit bones a little bit higher, allow you to fold a little bit deeper. As you exhale, release your hands, step back to your plank, lower down through a chaturanga. Undo the top of your feet. Take your hands beside you, the thumbs tap your inner thighs here. On an inhale, press into the top of your feet and your frontal hip points as you lift your chest. And hands lift as well, the side. Really press into the top of the feet, into your hip bones. Find strength to that low back. Deep inhale, and then exhale to lower. Plant your hands down beside you. Plant your chin down. Press into both, and then lift your legs up. See if you can join your big toes together. Lift just from your low back here. Deep inhale, deep exhale still. Really feel the belly as it presses into the mat. And then lower down. Reach the arms forward. On your next inhale, press into your frontal hip points, lift both your legs and your arms. Almost like you're in a Superman or Superwoman type of pose here. And just begin to lift your right leg and right arm a little bit more, and then left leg, left arm. So just go back and forth, cross, diagonal, strength here. You can tell by my speech how hard this is. This is not easy, building into our strength along our entire rectus spinae muscles on our spine. Stay with it, and then lower down. Woo! Take your hands beside you, bend into your knees. Take your hands to the top of your feet. Flex into your feet. On your next inhale, press hands into ankles as you rise up into a little bit of a back bend. Hug your inner thighs towards each other. To really continue to press into your frontal hip points. Breathe. Deep inhale and exhale, release. Roll over as gracefully as you can onto your back. Hands come beside to start. Lift your heels, lift your shoulders, and feel your spine draw towards the back, or rather your belly button draw towards the back of your spine as you flatten your low back into low boat position. See, I'm shaking here. It's a lot of core engagement. Feel as your lower ribs and your upper abdominals knit together here. Breathe. Draw your arms up above and begin to move your arms and your legs. Doesn't really need to be in any order. Just move them. Feel your core on fire. And just have fun with this. Doesn't need to go in any sort of order. Allow it to be a little bit weird, a little bit awkward. Stay with the breath. Try not to just hold your breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All the way down to the mat. The more you let out like a warrior cry, the easier these things are, trust me. Roll back onto your belly, again, as gracefully as you can. Extend your legs out, press into the top of your feet and your hands as you rise up for a little bit of a cobra stretch. Stretch out that belly, just linger here for a moment. Deep inhale and exhale. As you exhale, lower down and tuck your toes. Lift up through to your plank and bend into your knees. Come to a down dog position. Inhale, right leg reaches up high. Exhale, draw your knee through center. Place your foot between your hands. Spin your back foot flat. Right hand comes to your inner right arch. Left hand to your left hip. On your inhale, press your hand into the ground, firm, as you use your left hand to scoop your left hip up and back. So grounded warrior position here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Release your hand, your left hand down to the ground. Crawl both of your hands towards the right, or left corner rather, of the mat. So you press into the palm of your hands, draw forward as you shift your hips back. Keep the feet really grounded here as you press into the outer edge of that left pinky toe. Breathe. Your next inhale, hands draw in, face towards the left side of the mat, arms reach long, front and back, warrior two position. On your inhale, right arm comes up into the back, to your back, left arm comes to right elbow. On an inhale, find length upwards, and as you exhale, lean back. So this is a nice little shoulder stretch as well as a side bend here in a warrior position. Deep breath. As you exhale, release, hand from elbow. Reach your right arm forward. We have options here. You can take the right arm to your inner leg, left arm goes above. Another option is to take your right hand to your low back, and then your elbow to your inner leg. So press your inner leg towards the back of your arm resisting back. And breathe. Really use the pressure of your right arm against your inner leg to spin your left hip and shoulder open to the side of the room. On your next inhale, break apart wherever you're at. Rise back to warrior two. On an inhale, left arm comes in front, right arm reaches above, circular arms. As you lean back. And as you exhale, lean forward, right arm comes in front, left arm reaches above. On an inhale, circle and lean back. And exhale, forward. Inhale. And exhale. So make this really fluid, almost like you're in water. When you're trying to swim, you're trying to be as graceful, as fluid in the water as you can be. Try to make this movement equal to that. Just taking a few here on your own. Rise back up to your warrior two position. Straighten both your feet to face towards the left side of the mat. Toes point in, heels apart a little bit. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, hands come through center all the way down to the ground. Do a nice wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to halfway left. Crawl your hands to your left leg. On an inhale, find length. As you exhale, fold down towards your left leg here. Your next inhale, rise up, release there. Crawl your hands through center all the way towards your right leg. Both hands towards your ankle. Inhale, find length in your spine, and then as you exhale, fold over that right leg. Release hand from foot. Crawl your hands back to center. On your next inhale, unravel your spine upwards. Point your right toes to face towards the front of the mat. Back foot is still grounded down. Back to a warrior two position. And as smoothly as you can, maybe heel toe in that back foot. Pop off your back foot. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Maybe you have a block or a book that you can also use. Or you just hover that right hand above. You also have the option to bend into your back left foot. Take your hand to your foot. Press your hips forward as you draw the shoulder blade back and open up here. Deep inhale. And then exhale, release. Bend back into your right leg. Slowly lower it back down to a runner's lunge position. Step back to a plank. Lower down through a chaturanga. Low push up. Inhale to rise up through an up dog, a little back bend. And exhale to float back. Down dog. So take a few breaths here just to ground. Before we move into our other side. Inhale, left leg sweeps up high. Then exhale, draw your left knee through center. Place your foot beside your left thumb. Spin your back foot flat. Left hand to your inner left arch. Right hand to your right hip. Press your hand firm to the ground as you draw that right hip back with your right hand. Deep inhale. As you exhale, release your hands down, crawl them towards the upper right corner of the mat. Press your palms on the ground, draw your fingers forward as you shift your hips back. Breathe with length in your body. Your next inhale, hands draw in, fingers reach long front and back as you face towards the right side of the mat. Warrior two. On your inhale, left arm reaches up behind your back. Right hand to left elbow. On an inhale, lengthen up and then back. Continue to really press your head into your left arm as you open up through your shoulder here. Deep inhale. And then exhale, release, hand from elbow, reach that left arm forward, take that left arm to your inner leg, and then reach over with that right arm. If you want another variation, left hand to the back, to your low back. Take that left elbow in front of your left leg. Press elbow into inner thigh into elbow, reach that right arm up. Spin your chest and shoulder open. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Your next inhale, rise back up. Warrior two. On your inhale, right arm draws in front of your body, left arm above as you lean back. And then exhale, switch your arms. Left arm in front, right arm above. Lean forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Make it fluid like water here. And exhale, float out. Inhale, arms draw long. Point your toes to face towards the right side of the mat. Heels are slightly apart. Arms draw up through center to the sky. And then as you exhale, bow all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. On your inhale, lift back up. Take your right arm, back of the right hand rather, on the outside of the left leg, and reach that left arm up into a bit of a twist. Rather than allowing that right hip to dump down, see if you can continue to draw that right hip up. You get buoyant here, both hips are level. On an inhale, draw back up, arms to the side. As you exhale, left hand to the outer, right thigh to your twist. Inhale, rise up, spin your left toes to face forward. Outer edge of your back foot presses down. Warrior two. As fluidly as you can, pop off that back foot. Left hand comes to the ground into a half moon pose. So really focus on that press of the right foot into an imaginary wall behind you. And as you do that, you lift up through the inner arch of that left leg. Feel that right hip draw up, as well as your right chest and shoulders so you can face the side of the room. Option to bend into the back leg. Take your hand to your foot. Press hand into foot to open up here. If you have hand and foot, release. Bend back into that left leg, ground your right foot down, back up, warrior two for a moment. Come down to a runner's lunge, step back to a plank, lower down through a low push-up, rise up to your back bend and flow back to a down dog position. Your next inhale, bend into your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Cross your legs as you come down onto your bum. Plant the soles of your feet, bent knees here. And then lower down all the way onto your back. Draw the soles, or rather the heels, towards your bum. Hands beside you. Press into the soles of your feet as you lift your hips up. Hug your inner thighs towards each other to a little bridge. You may tuck your arms underneath you if that feels good. Clasp your hands. Really press your forearms firm into the mat as you lift your hips up a little bit more. And breathe here. Beginning to go into some deeper held stretches here, release from the movement that we've been into, get a little bit more stillness and stretchy. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, unclasp your hands, lower your bum down. Take your feet out to the corners of the mat, or the side rather. Allow both knees to lower side to side. Allow both knees to lower down towards the right side. Cactus your arms up above. Look towards the left into a nice little twist here. You also have the option where you could take that right foot, place it on your outer left thigh, just for a little bit more a twist here. As we begin to come down, just focus and allow your breath to be really deep. If you have the bind with the right foot on the outer left thigh, undo that. Draw your knees back up. Allow your knees to come down towards the left as you look towards the right. Again, you have the option, left foot can come on the outer right thigh. Stretch it out. Next, inhale, break your legs apart, rise back up. Take your hands to the back of your legs. Begin to rock and roll along your spine a little bit. And rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. Right foot draws to your inner left thigh. Take your hands behind. And then press into your hands, keep your heel where, your left heel where it is, and then shift your hips back like an inch if you can. Just so you can begin to feel your hips tilt forward a little bit. On an inhale, find length through your spine first, and then as you exhale, crawl your hands forward. You can bring your hand to your foot, draw the elbows down, but that's certainly not an obligation. So just take your hands wherever you can, trying to create as much length through the low back as possible. Keep a light pressure of the right foot into the inner left thigh. On your next inhale, unravel your spine, roll upwards. Right foot crosses over top of the left foot. Wrap your arms around your right leg. On an inhale, ground your right outer hip down as you lengthen through the crown of your head. As you exhale, hug your right leg in as you twist. Release your leg, draw your right leg out, give your legs a shake. And then left foot draws towards your inner right thigh. Again, hands behind you, lift your bum up, shift back just an inch, just so your hip bones begin to tilt. On an inhale, find the length first in your spine, and then as you exhale, crawl forward. Stay here, maybe take your hand to your foot. Then take this pose to the next level. See if you can continue to draw your toes, your right toes, towards your right knee as you press your right heel forward. So you can just feel the whole underside of your calf and your hamstring light up. Next, inhale, release, rise up halfway. Left foot crosses over top of your right leg. Wrap your arms around your right, or your left leg rather. On an inhale, lengthen your left tailbone down, reach the crown of your head up. As you exhale, hug your left knee in and twist. deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Release your hands from your legs. Straighten that left leg out. Give it a shake. Bend back into your knees. Lower down onto your back. Extend your legs out long. Extend your arms out long. Into our final pose called in yoga Shavasana. Just take a moment just to lie here, to let everything go, even let go of the breath here. Just allow everything from the practice, all the stretching, all the strength, all the mobility work, everything you just did, just allow it to settle here. Draw a deep inhale in. And exhale, sigh out. Roll over onto a side. Feels good. Press your way back up to a seated position. Thank you guys for joining me for this yoga for swimmers practice. I hope this helps to really improve and take your swimming to the next level so that maybe you can take on endeavor like swimming around Great Britain or somewhere else in the world, or maybe you just do it for the pleasure of swimming. Whatever your swimming endeavor is, I wish you the best of luck. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.